Hi everyone, it's Mari for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be creating this A2 size card you see on the screen today. I'm going to be using the beautiful In Full Bloom background stamp from Honeybee Stamps. This is a gorgeous floral background stamp. It's 6 by 6. This particular stamp was designed by Emily Midget. Her florals are always so stunning. Now I want to show you a really easy way to color a large floral like this. I have some Neenah Solar White cardstock in my MISTI. I've treated it with my anti-static powder pouch because I am going to do some embossing. I'm using some embossing ink to ink up the entire image, and I'm going to stamp that out onto that white cardstock. You won't be able to see the ink because it's clear, and you're not really going to be able to see the embossing powder I'm using either because it's white. So right now it just doesn't look like a whole lot, but when I melt this and add the color over top of it, it's going to look really cool. So I'm just letting that embossing powder flow over top of the sticky clear ink. That embossing powder is going to stick to the ink, and now I'm taking my embossing heat tool and I'm melting the embossing powder, and that's going to leave a white raised image. That's that stamped image that I stamped out. Now I'm going to be using the Honeybee Hexagon Palm Blender. This is a really fantastic blending tool for a large image like this. It takes no time at all. Of course, you can see I have sped this up, but I'm using a bunch of different blue colors from Gina K to color in my image. And I'm just going to go over with the lightest color first, and then I'm going to add some definition and detail with the darker colors of blue. So I start off with sea glass and I go all the way down the list of colors. There's ocean mist, and I think there's maybe, I don't think I use tranquil teal, but I show you each one of the colors here if you want to pause the video when I show the color. But it's just a variety of different kind of aqua blues, really pretty. And the idea here is that they go from a lighter to a darker, so you can kind of add some details and definition in with that darker color. I'm also going to add a little bit of green where there's some foliage on these in this beautiful floral stamp. And that's just going to add a little bit of contrast. You can just see I will take a piece of paper towel and rub that over top of the white embossing, and that just rubs the ink off of the white embossing so that you still get that really nice white contrast. And I'll do that again when I'm done the green, and you can just see how pretty that aqua and green is together. And here I've got this great big piece, a 6 by 6 piece that I can use on a bunch of different cards if I want to cut it up, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm now just taking some gold mist, that's some Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine, and I've just tapped that on to add some splatters. I'm also adding some Dina Wakley gloss spray in white to add just a little bit of splattered detail. Now I've cut my piece into a strip that's about 2.5 inches wide, or about 2 to 2.5 inches wide, and I'm just trimming it off so that it's the right size for the size of my A2 size card front. I'm going to cut about 1/4 inch off of a piece of black cardstock here at about 1/4 inch by 5.5. And that's going to be just a little strip of detail on my card. I'm going to take my Honeybee glue tube and I'm going to stick that strip down, and then I will take the colored image that I have created there and add that to the card front as well along that black strip. So I'm just going to take some liquid adhesive. I'm not adding too much dimension to this card. It's pretty flat. And I'm going to just go ahead and take that inked up image and add that along that black strip. That black is just going to add a little bit of pop of contrast on my card. I'm going to add another black strip below that. This is going to be a landscape orientation A2 size card. Now I've also die cut out my sentiment this is from the Slimline Sentiments Eyelet die set, which has 4 different word dies in it, which are really cool, and they're just kind of really intricate and scripty. I've cut that with some gold metallic cardstock, and I've also cut it a couple of times with white, and I'm going to layer those 3 pieces together to create some dimension with my sentiment. And so I'm going to just stick all 3 of those hello layers together with my liquid adhesive from Honeybee Stamps. And of course, the top layer is going to be that gold metallic piece, and it's just going to be really nice and classy looking, really pretty and shiny. This card came together super fast because that coloring technique is so quick, and it is really beautiful. I think it just adds a really nice, stunning detail on this card. So I'm going to go ahead and stick down that sentiment piece there. I'm going to use my tweezers just to help me place that exactly where I want it. And I also wanted to round the corners on my card as well. It's just a really, really simple way to add another little bit of interesting detail to your card that does not take a whole bunch of time or effort to do, but I feel like it has just a really nice look to it. So this is going to finish up most of my card here. However, I did want to add a few gems to my card as well. So you can see there I added 3 little black gem stickers. I'm going to show you the packaging for those so you can see which set that is. I think it's the Hot Tropics. I absolutely love how this turned out. It is a really great and easy way to color up a large floral background stamp like that. This background stamp is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Thanks so much for stopping by, friends. I really appreciate it. Make sure you check the description box below for links to the products that I used. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. We'd love to have you as a new subby here on Honeybee Stamps. See you next time. Bye-bye.